Lord, samahan mo ako sa aking paghihirap. Ako po si Father Fiel Pareha at ito po ang ating segment, ang Daily Devotion, na kung saan tayo po ay magdarasal, magbabasa at magninilay kasama ng salita ng Diyos sa buong taon. Manalangin tayo. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak at ng Espiritu Santo. Amen. Halina, banal na Espiritu, liwanagan mo ang aming puso at isip nang maunawaan at may sa buhay namin ng iyong salita. Amen. Our Bible passage for today is from the Gospel of St. Luke chapter 24 verses 13 to 35, and I read it for you. Now, on that same day, two of them were going to a village called Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem, and talking with each other about all these things that had happened. While they were talking and discussing, Jesus himself came near and went with them, but their eyes were kept from recognizing him. And he said to them, "What are you discussing with each other while you walk along?" They stood still, looking sad. Then one of them, whose name was Cleophas, answered him, "Are you the only stranger in Jerusalem who does not know the things that have taken place there in these days?" He asked them, "What things?" They replied, "The things about Jesus of Nazareth, who was a prophet, mighty in deed and word before God and all the people, and how our chief priests and leaders handed him over to be condemned to death and crucified him. But we had hope that he was the one to redeem Israel. Yes, and besides all this, it is now the 3rd day since these things took place. Moreover, some women of our group astounded us. They were at the tomb early this morning, and when they did not find his body there, they came back and told us that they had indeed seen a vision of angels who said that he was alive. Some of those who were with us went to the tomb and found it just as the women had said, but they did not see him." Then he said to them, "Oh, how foolish you are, and how slow of heart to believe all that the prophets have declared. Was it not necessary that the Messiah should suffer these things and then enter into his glory?" Then, beginning with Moses and all the prophets, he interpreted to them the things about himself in all the scriptures. As they came near the village to which they were going, he walked ahead as if he were going on. But they urged him strongly, saying, "Stay with us, because it is almost evening, and the day is now nearly over." So he went in to stay with them. Then he was at the table with them. He took bread, blessed and broke it, and gave it to them. Then their eyes were opened, and they recognized him, and he vanished from their sight. They said to each other, "Were not our hearts burning within us while he was talking to us on the road, while he was opening the scriptures to us?" That same hour they got up and returned to Jerusalem, and they found the 11 and their companions gathered together. They were saying, "The Lord has risen indeed, and he has appeared to Simon." Then they told what had happened on the road, and how he had been made known to them in the breaking of the bread. May mga sandali sa buhay na pakiramdam natin ay nawawala tayo. Parang hindi natin alam kung saan patungo ang lahat. Maring ito ay dahil sa isang relasyon na nasira, isang pangarap na hindi natupad, o sakit na hindi natin maipaliwanag. Sa gitna ng ganitong karanasan, nalilito tayo, nasasaktan at nagtatanong, "Nasaan ka, Panginoon, sa lahat ng mga karanasan kong ito?" Ito ang damdamin na makikita natin sa kwento ng mga alagad sa daan patungong Emmaus. Sila ay naglalakad palayo sa Jerusalem, palayo sa pag-asa, bitbit ang lungkot at kalituhan matapos mamatay si Jesus. Para sa kanila, tapos na ang lahat. Gumuho ang kanilang inaasahan at hindi nila maunawaan ang nangyari. Ngunit sa gitna ng kanilang paglalakbay, si Jesus mismo ang lumapit at nakisabay sa kanila. Ngunit hindi nila siya nakilala. Ganyan din tayo madalas. Sa gitna ng ating sakit at kalituhan, hindi natin napapansin na kasama na pala natin si Kristo. Nakikinig siya sa ating mga hinaing, tinatanggap ang ating mga tanong at unti-unting ipinapaliwanag ang kahulugan ng ating pinagdadaanan. Tulad ng ginawa niya sa mga alagad, binubuksan niya ang ating puso upang maunawaan na ang paghihirap ay hindi katapusan. Nakilala lamang nila si Jesus sa paghahati ng tinapay. Sa sandaling iyon, nabuksan ang kanilang mga mata at nagbago ang lahat. Ang kanilang lungkot ay napalitan ng kagalakan, ang kanilang kalituhan ay naging kaliwanagan, at ang kanilang panghihina ay naging panibagong misyon. Noon nila napagtanto na kasama nila si Jesus sa buong panahon. Hindi hinihintay ni Jesus na mawala ang ating sakit bago siya lumapit. Siya ay pumapasok sa ating pinagdadaanan. Sinasamahan niya tayo sa bawat hakbang ng ating buhay at sa tamang panahon, ipinapakita niya ang kanyang presensya sa paraang magbabago sa ating puso. Kahit sa pinakamatinding pagkawala, kalituhan at sakit, kasama mo si Kristo. Tahimik na ginagawang daan ang iyong paghihirap tungo sa ibayong pag-asa. Manalangin tayo. Panginoong Jesus, sa tuwing ako'y naliligaw at nasasaktan, tulungan mo akong maniwala na ikaw ay malapit. Buksan mo ang aking mga mata upang makilala kita sa gitna ng aking pinagdadaanan. Samahan mo ako, gabayan mo ako, at gawing pag-asa ang aking sakit at sakit. Manatili ka sa akin, Panginoon, sapagkat kung wala ka, ako ay mawawala. Amen. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak, at ng Espiritu Santo. Amen.